Carri Richardson obliterates the field in Kenya. And T.T. Terry, better known as Sha Carri, dominates in the women's 100 meters in Africa. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we can continue to grow. When you do that, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. We drop a video at least once a day here in Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit the like button, and finally leave your thoughts after this sports analysis where we take a look at and we break down the races. So, ready? Yep, good to go. Well, Sha Carri Richardson, or Sha Carri Richardson, utterly obliterated the field at the Cape Kenya Classic held in Nairobi, Kenya, about an hour or so ago. She was absolutely remarkable. Well, it's 11 o'clock my time here, so call it an hour ago, or maybe, depending. It doesn't matter. My point is, she was utterly and completely dominant in this race, running 22.07 to win ahead of her countrywoman Carri Jefferson, who came second with a time of 22.77, a season's best. And from the USA also, Shannon Ray, who ran 22.82, a new personal best to take that third position. Of course, Richardson's time, I didn't say it initially, is now a new meet record for the Cape Kenya Classic.
22 seconds. Clean start in the women's 200 meters to go. She celebrates, arms aloft.
Now, what I want you to notice there is that about 40 meters out, she had her arms stretched out on both sides. I mean, I can't imagine what she would have actually ran had she just ran through the line. She would have perhaps run close to a sub 22, or maybe ran a sub 22. She basically stopped running about 40 meters out from that finishing line. You running with your arms open wide like that doesn't really help in terms of aerodynamics. The point I'm making is that Sha Carri Richardson was right. She said it. She's not back. She's actually better. She's much better. This is a huge performance, people. 22.07 with your arms aloft like that for the last 40 meters. She could easily have hit a sub 22. I'm telling you this. No joke. What else can I say? Of course, this is a marked improvement to her first 200 meters that she ran at the Botswana Golden Grand Prix about maybe 3 weeks ago, where she came in second, running a time of 22.54 behind Kaylee White, who ran 22.38 to win in that instant. Huge difference in time. So yeah, I have to admit it, she's definitely better. She's not just back. I mean, that was a very dominant run. She ran for the last 40 meters, people, with her arms aloft. I mean, spread wide. Every basic mechanics in sprinting says that's something you should never do, and she ran 22.07, and she had no one there in that race to press her. I think we have to really take her very, very seriously. I mean, I've always said she's a super talent. She's very talented, but like I said in previous videos, she's gotten her head together and she's serious. 22.07 with your arms aloft, and her previous opening 200 meter run, she ran 22.54. That's a huge difference in time, people, and she wasn't running. Okay, so at the same meet, the Cape Kenya Classic being held, which was held earlier today in Nairobi, Kenya, it was Sha Carri who took the women's 100 meters. No surprise there, of course, because as you now know, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce had injured her knee and was flown out. She withdrew from the competition and was flown out, I think, to Italy to do some work on that injury. So Sha Carri took the women's 100 meters. Sha Carri, or T.T. Terry as she's known, won in a time of 10.86 ahead of New Zealand's Zoe Hobbs, who ran 10.97 to win, and Rani Rosius, of Belgium, who ran 11:08 to take that third position.
Here at the Kino Classic. To her running, pulling Zoe Hobbs with her, but
Now, this of course is my 2 cents. As I stated earlier, a win of 22.07, a meet record at the Cape Kenya Classic. Sha Carri Richardson proves that she is really not just back, but she's actually better. Marked improvement on her performance at the Botswana Golden Grand Prix, where I think she ran her first 200 meters and came second behind Kayla White of the United States in a time of 22.54. Huge difference. And what was truly of worth, what really stood out in my mind, is that she had her hands aloft, wide apart, running the last 40 meters, which means technically she wasn't really running, she was kind of coasting, and she still ran 22.07. So she could have possibly hit a sub 22. This is the real deal, people. She's clearly back to her previous 10.73 form. We can't take this as a joke. This is really serious. That was a true obliteration of the entire field and a dominant run. It really sort of stood out in my mind. Like I'm going to keep saying this throughout this entire video. She finished the last 40 meters of the race with her hands aloft, spread wide apart, as if she was trying to hug the entire stadium. I mean, you know, she is very dramatic. One of the reasons why I believe she's so popular. But this was a obliteration of the field, a truly dominant run, and I can't imagine what would have happened if she had decided to actually run right through the line and not celebrate the last 40 meters of a 200-meter race. So she's really back, people, and she's, as she said, she's not just back, she's better. Now, I know that there are going to be some pure persons who are regulars here at the channel who are going to say, you know, why are you saying this? But look, I'm going to say this again. We need to know what all these athletes are doing. I'm a huge fan of track and field. If you are doing great, I am going to cover you. And this young lady right now is looking really good. And I think faster Sha Carri Richardson is going to make this really spicy. I think this is going to be an even more mouth-watering world championship. And for those who are saying this was a fluke, this is not a fluke, people. Going from 22.54 to 22.07 with your arms aloft for the last 40, you're a serious threat in terms of the 200 meters. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. I would absolutely love to hear what you all think. Do you think that this really domineering run by Sha Carri Richardson has, you know, made you realize that this is not a fluke? She's back. Now, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button. Remember, you are royals, you're kings and queens. Bless up.